So what's up, YouTube? I'm just coming to you guys today with a video on plucking, and we're gonna hop right into it. I know my intro video was real dry, but we gonna work on that. And so just gonna start off by hot combing the unit back, and once we get done hot combing that back, we're gonna hop over to our plucking process. Okay, so now we're gonna hop right into it. You see me zooming in on the hairline, just running my hands back. And I'm gonna start right here in the temples, because typically this is the thinner areas, and I do this technique called windowing. And what I do is I will pluck going further into the hairline, starting from the front and working my way to the back. I will pluck a window, and it's in the shape of a triangle. And I will do that multiple times across the hairline. I believe I'm going to do it like 4 times here so you can guys to see the window. But if you see where that peak is right there, like that peak going into the hairline, that's what you're going to need. And we're going to do like 3 or 4 of those for right now. But we are going to eventually go across the entire hairline with those. And you're going to need you a good set of tweezers, by the way, because your tweezers are important. So you're just going to see me do that plucking. And after we've done 3 or 4 of those, we are going to turn around and go in between those windows and thin it out. And there's really no technique as far as it goes as we come with as far as the actual process of thinning it out goes. You're just going to see me go in between that window, and I'm just going to like randomly pluck little pieces away from the hairline. Don't pluck too much or don't pluck too hard, because you don't want to thin or bald the hairline. But however, I am going for an Eddie Mustard look, what I was or Widow's Peak look as I was doing this one. But you should see the difference kind of instantly. But yeah, so the hairline has a gradual line of demarcation. Yeah, like where it starts is a little bit thin, and you have like that line of plucking in behind it. So yeah, you're just gonna do that. You're gonna pluck your windows, and then you're gonna go in between your windows and clean them up. So yeah, I'm just showing you the difference. And right here, again, I told you guys there's gonna be that line of where the hair gets really thick back there. Some wigs do it more, some wigs don't. Also, this is a unit provided by me as well. But back to the point, you see how I parted it, because that's the hairline that I was going for. Some of y'all might go straight across, some of y'all might not. But I plucked out that little semicircle because I was doing a Widow's Peak. But we're gonna go back in this area, and we're just gonna thin it out. So we're just gonna go across, plucking in a backward motion, just trying to thin it out right there and right there. That way we don't have that huge line of where it just gets thick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then we're just gonna comb that back, and that should really do it for you. And so I'm just gonna let the reel play for the next few minutes, just so you guys can get an idea of what I'm doing. And I'm gonna do the other side too. I just want you guys to watch and learn. But all in all, as I was saying, the technique is called windowing. It's what I call it, windowing. And you're gonna plug your windows, and then you're gonna come in between those windows to get a more natural thin look, so you don't see those little triangles. So you're just gonna splice through the hairline, really. And I know right here you see a little bit of over bleaching right there, what the blonde is. If it was bigger, I would have went back and rooted it, but I didn't, because just for the simple fact that it was at the front of the hairline. It wasn't really that bad. And it's always good to get a little bleach on the roots on the hair, in my opinion. But I know most of it was going to get plucked away. So it's just a repeating process. Again, you're just going to do your windows, thin out, comb it back, do your windows, thin out, you know what I'm saying? And then you just keep repeating this process until you get a hairline of your liking. And woo, I just want y'all to look at that nice new hairline, period. So really, you're just gonna, like I told you, you're gonna continue that process. And even if you want to make the windows get smaller and smaller and smaller, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just come in between and touch up certain areas if you feel like the line isn't gradual enough. And as I say, you will get better with time. You will get better with time. But the goal is to have something natural and realistic. Every client does not have thin edges. Some people actually have thicker hairlines, so keep that in mind as well. I still keep the same technique, But just keep that in mind as well. Everybody don't have the thinner hairline. And, the thinner the frontal, the more likely it's to shed. Even though this isn't as thin as a lot of people do. Like, I'm not a fan of the thin hairline. That's just not my thing. So I'm just letting you guys see that. And I'm going to show you the comparison side, I believe. So that's the hairline. And again, y'all, I'm going for the Eddie Monster look. So you're going to see me pluck out, like, where a baby hair will fall, I guess you say, to give me that look where I have to thin out some more, just so I can have that widow's peak. And yeah, so the part that I pulled out, I think I'm going to pluck that a little bit more. I know I keep saying think, y'all, because I'm watching this video again as y'all are watching it, and I watched it multiple times, but I can't remember it at the same time. Short-term memory loss. But yeah, so you're just going to see me do that, and I'm just going to pluck behind that as well. So like when I part the baby hair, the widow's peak is defined. And yeah, I'm just going to repeat the process that I just showed you guys. I'm going to repeat that on the other side. Yeah, I'm just watching my progress, just trying to see Gabby when I do the baby hair and all that good stuff. Because my client, again, I told y'all, she has a widow's peak, and I want to mimic that as much as possible, and I feel like that just gives me a really cute look. But yeah, so you're just going to see me doing that, and I'm just looking at the hairline. Perfect. And, I just thinned out those baby hairs because I don't like thick baby hairs around the widow's peak. But you guys are going to see me turn the mannequin head again. And what I'm going to be doing is just showing you guys the process all over again. I'm probably going to play a little music in the background, something for y'all to just like watch and learn. And I know it seems like I'm repetitive of myself, but like I've said, you're just going to go back and forth, check the hairline, see do you have the results you want, you know what I'm saying? And that's the hairline right there. And then you're going to see me turn it to the other side, which is basically the unplugged side. I believe I didn't do nothing to it. So yeah, I didn't do nothing to this side. So yeah, that's just like good bleaching right there that you guys see. And I can do a video on bleaching, but I am offering more webinars on my website to see some of my tricks and hacks and stuff like that. This one's just a freebie that I feel like you guys are very well deserving of. But but yeah, so we are doing that. And once we get done customizing that side, we're going to go over to, laying the hairline down and pulling out those baby hairs and all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying, and coming through with a hot comb. Now, all I did with this unit was, sorry, y'all hear that clicking, but now I'm just showing you guys after I parted out the baby hairs because my camera died in the process and I didn't know. But I'm just parting out the baby hairs and you're just going to see me hot combing them down, where you don't do this on your client's head. I would personally never do it on my client's head. Some people feel steady-handed enough to do it, but I be pressing against the lace, so that's not going to work. But yeah, so I'm just, parting the middle part, and I'm just going to go through that and get it as flat as possible. I like to use Got2b spray or spritz across the hairline. Or sometimes a wax sticks work, but I prefer like the spritz that Got2b because it does give it a nice hole and it's not greasy like the wax stick. Even though I really have a problem with wax stick, but there's just some people who do prefer it's greasy. If you prefer a wax stick, use a wax stick. And really, that's that's how we get that look. Like, that's it. That's all. So you guys can watch the next few seconds or minute of this video, and truly, we are done. Okay, so now I'm just going to be showing you guys how I'm going to be plucking the middle part. I typically use my tweezers to help get the straightness out the way, you know, like straightening the part up. And if you look closely enough, I know you guys know how lace look. It's typically like a little grid that you see. This unit right here in particular, I couldn't just do it like I wanted to, just for the simple fact that the knots were so small and randomly placed that it wasn't really what's it called, there's like a straight line to go into. So I just got it as straight as I could, and I plucked them. Sometimes I'll pull a few out with my hands, you know, without ripping the lace, of course. And sometimes I'll just, you know, pluck it out. And I know, like, my hand's in the way on certain parts of the video, but you'll slowly see it come together. And I just start from the front of the hairline and work my way back. And then to help straighten it out, I always use, like, probably a little black spray at the end. Sometimes, you know, it's take or give.